RC Underground Radio is your go-to podcast for everything RC.
Do you guys realize how much it costs to be friends with this dude?
Whether you're a dedicated racer or just getting started in the hobby, this is your show. Each episode features top-notch guests, industry leaders, and you, the racer. It's a community where listeners can learn, connect, and grow their passion for RC racing. So, grab your transmitter, buckle up, and join us on RC Underground Radio.
Say words.
Here are your hosts, Dave Brinkman, TJ Greer, and Ryan Ratzloff.
All right, everybody, we're going to kick off the day here. RC Underground Radio Road Trip. We are out here at Crown Jewel at Backyard Raceway, and I am super pumped because my new sidekick, our sticky kick for the season, TJ Greer. TJ, welcome, man.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out, making the trip. Glad you made it safely.
Absolutely. So you going to be ready to do this all season?
Been ready. We'll do it, man.
Yeah.
We're just going to improv and just go at it. Do the Wild Thing way. Living on the edge.
That's exactly how it is. Now, people that are fans of Ryan, don't be like, oh, man, what about Ryan? Hey, Ryan is still absolutely part of this show. We've talked about it a few times. He's got a super busy job, man, and he gives it 150% all the time, and that's why him and his team are number one in the nation. So, Ryan, we just gave him an open mic, man. He can jump in whenever he's at a race or whenever he can jump into the show. He's just going to jump in the studio and add to it.
You know what I need? I need to get Carbries to make me a Ryan Ratzloff cutout, and he's there in spirit.
Yeah.
We know he wants to be.
Yeah, I think what we should do is we should have spin the wheel, and it's like Ryan's face, and then it'll spin around.
That's great.
See?
He will be he's the arrow.
Yeah, exactly. He is the arrow. That's right. He is the arrow. So, man, we got a great day today. I mean, I know you guys had some weather yesterday, but today looks a little better.
It rained. It rained Friday a ton. Tony was trying to get the tarps on. He did not get it in time. A couple things happened. Rain came in. It was unexpected, and it poured for about 10, 13 minutes straight. Then it stopped. Was able to get the tarps on, and it rained some more. But I had about 2.5 hours of track prep yesterday to get it rolling. So it was money by the time we were in the mains.
All right, now our next guest that we have is Tyler Trueblood. He's out here racing, ran midget last night. He's out here running more. How'd that midget go for you last night?
That midget was rough. That midget was absolutely rough. It's a totally, completely different animal. Something I've never seen or drove before. I don't feel like I did horrible, but definitely wasn't in contention for an A-main.
So let's compare and contrast real quick.
Okay.
We got left hand for midget, right hand for SC Mod. Where are you going?
All day long. All day long.
Okay.
That's cool. So you got the SC Mod. Now, I saw you out there in practice. Thing looked lightning quick.
Yeah, the thing feels, it's pretty quick. There's some little more tweaking I want to do with it to hopefully get it better. I noticed Kevin's running fairly well on the bottom, and that's something that I don't usually see a whole lot here. I know me and TJ, we've attempted to run the bottom a couple times. I still think the top will end up being faster, in my own personal opinion. But the mod itself's good. I got a little overzealous on the last lap, tried to go full throttle through the turn, and kind of went head first into the turn. Didn't break what I thought I broke, so that's a good thing. It was just a little eyelet at the bottom, shock eyelet, so no big deal. TJ got me another one. We're all loaded and ready to go again for the second round of practice.
Hey, what's the car that you're running right now?
The car that I'm currently running right now is my 2024 Prodigy.
What about electronics? What's in it?
Electronics I'm running before Friday. Before the ESC caught on fire, I was running a XR10 Gen 2. I am now just running a XR10 Pro Gen 1. I am running a Team Exalt 5.5 motor. I got Team Exalt servo. I've got Team Exalt battery, DE wheels, DE tires.
Good. So let's talk about your wrap. What's your wrap about?
Okay, so my wrap, I kind of got a little bit of an inspiration from Kyle Larson running the 500 this year. I have a couple buddies who actually work for Arrow McLaren, and one of my buddies who allowed me to do the wrap is actually the lead design artist for Arrow McLaren, and he designed my wrap for me. and then sent a file over to Carpies, and then
did all that.
All right.
So the one thing I noticed when you were practicing was getting through traffic, passing. Is it tight? As tight as it looked, or?
It can be from time to time. A lot of it has to do with patience and not wanting to run people over. Throughout the years of the RC that I've done, everybody knows me as Time Bomb. And in all actuality, I didn't get that nickname because I took somebody out or whatever. It's because I actually got taken out while leading a B main over at Limestone for the icebreaker back in 2015, 2016-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll piggyback off that, David. It is tough. I mean, they're big cars. The track is big, but what pictures don't do it justice. You're running 6 to 8 of these SE mods out there at a time. They're boats. You know, we're running just as fast as what these sprint cars are doing.
Yeah.
So they're tanks. They're a lot of power. They're going fast. They hurt. So yeah, when they hit the wall, they break. You know, they break a lot. But the passing part, it can be done. You know, if you have patient drivers that are willing to have give and take, understand that you can see someone like Tyler's going to throw a slider in you. You can let off, and then you can dive underneath them while they're trying to get their bearings to get back and go. So you can learn those transitions on a track like this, and it's very doable. It'll be an SE Mod A main here. Will be fun to watch.
Sure. So Tyler, how long you been doing this?
Originally, well, I've been doing RC Oval for 11 years. RC Dirt Oval for 11 years. Believe it or not, I didn't actually get started running RC Dirt Oval. I actually got started on running carpet off-road.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yep. I ran carpet off-road for about 3 years, and then I got switched to Dirt Oval because of one of my dad's best friends. He bought us, back then it was just a regular Slash LCG with a Bart's Parts body on it.
Yeah.
And get on out and go, and ever since then, I've been hooked.
Feeling the need for the addiction, as we all would like to call it, for the hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I started on carpet many, many years ago, back in '79, and then took a big break. Then we run in parking lot and all kinds of stuff. I'll tell you, this dirt does get in your veins pretty darn quick. If you don't forget your race car on the bench. Left the garage today, remembered everything for the show, forgot to bring my car.
Man.
Yeah.
Even I brought the tires that he was going to win with.
And I felt horrible when he showed up. I'm like, oh, he put time into building these tires, and my whole getup is sitting right on my workbench at home. So,
well, now we're here. We're invested in this. We're on the radio show.
Indeed we are.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you coming by, Tyler.
Absolutely.
It's awesome, man.
It's been an honor, guys.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
today. That class is going to be lights out. Just absolutely crazy.
It's going to be a fast class.
I'm gonna say it on the record. We've got gremlins, and there's history between Tyler and myself. And it's clean. It's all clean.
Let's talk.
It's clean. It is literally who's gonna finish, and that's what it comes down to. We have not had a race in the 6-7 years we've raced against each other where one of us has finished together. It's always been one or the other or both. So today's going to be the day.
Today's the day we break the curse, buddy.
Let's do it. Today's the day.
The curse.
6-year hiatus. Let's go.
We talk about it every time. Like eventually it's going to come to fruition. We're going to do this. It's going to be 1 and 2. It's going to be 1 and 3. It's going to be something. 2 and 3, whatever it may be. But we've got to figure out how we fix it. And today's the day.
Today's the
We
day.
absolutely do.
Today is the day. Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, TJ.
Tonight we got Cowboy. We got Kaylin Risser is going to be with us here tonight. You won the midget race last night out here.
Yes, I did.
Nice. So, man, tell us about running an open wheel car on a lightning fast track like this.
Oh, it's a blast. Last night, the top was mostly dominant. Now you do 360s a day. You can run the top or the bottom. Mostly bottom dominant today. We got nothing like this in Pennsylvania. The track is awesome. So much fun.
Awesome. So, how many guys were in that main event with you?
There were 6 of us.
Okay, cool.
So,
I've run a lot of races, never won. So, what's that feel like? Like, tell me, what does that feel like to actually win one of these things?
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
Yep, feels pretty good. GFRP cars on a row. Appreciate the T-Rink Motor Works for supplying the motor. Back home we run 7 midgets, but with 13.5 to the stock. Got 10.5, so this thing was ripping last night.
Yeah. So what's home? Where's home?
Pennsylvania, Mount Joy, Pennsylvania.
Oh, very nice.
20 minutes east of Harrisburg.
Oh, nice. So what track you run out at there?
We like to travel. We go LCRC, Leicesters, Pheasant Land, Ultimate RC. We just travel around Pennsylvania. We go to WNRC in Delaware. So,
Nice. Now,
we're
when you
going
got
to Bowl this year, we're going to we did Motorama.
nice. So when you get a trophy that big, like, do you have to seat belt it in? Does it take a whole seat?
We'll find out.
That's right. That's right.
Before.
Well, the car's great. GFRP, I mean, they never let you down, obviously, right? I mean, you
Yep,
took it to
great
victory
car.
lane against a stacked field. That's awesome. So what are you running here today?
The Assault 24,
Okay.
straight up, 360 motor.
Okay. In which class?
13.5, 360.
Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I saw
This
you
is the
racing.
25 midget. Brand new one just came out. So my dad worked hard on it yesterday. My dad works on my cars as drive.
Yeah, there you
Worked
go.
hard. That's what the self-made's about. You know, we didn't show up. We never been to a track before. We just work hard and try to get better.
But you know you're going to come off the trailer hot. You know you're going to be good, right? When Dad's
Right,
wrenching.
yep.
If Dad's turning the
If
wrenches.
not, we'll end up there somehow.
Right,
Always
right.
do.
You're going to be there. Dad's going to get you there.
Yep. Yesterday we had transponder issues.
That happens.
Worked it out.
That's the thing. It's like
DDA
racing.
and won.
You know, you can come from Pennsylvania, you can put all the work in, and still something's going to happen, right?
Yep.
You have a transponder issue or something like that. But boy, what a beautiful place, though. You haven't been here before, right?
First
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. How long was that ride?
9.5 hours.
Worth it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Plenty
get to
worth it.
drive that home, it definitely is, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, hey, Taylor, any sponsors you want to give a shout out here?
GFRP, Quasi Speed, Self-Made, LCRC. Of course, my dad for helping me out.
Jeremy Orville.
That's the best part of this sport, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you get to hang out and travel with your dad.
Orville gets inside of Smith.
Race
Smith
cars,
back inside
it's a-
Orville, back and forth
You know,
to
it's
yellow.
it's an investment, but it's not way out of reach like running a full size car, right?
Orville gets back inside of
I don't
Smith.
Right. And you get to come out and hang out with a bunch of
Yes.
cool people.
Ooh,
And we get to meet people like you.
Yep.
It's a pleasure, my friend Cowboy.
Daisy.
You're a friend of the show. Anytime you're around, I'm going to be pulling you, going, "Hey,
All right.
we want you on the show." All
Hopefully
right?
later on with the 360 victory.
There you go.
No.
Then we'll have to
That'd be
put
cool.
everything back together and get you back on. So, but
Yep.
we appreciate you, buddy. Good
Thank
luck
you.
tonight.
Thank you.
There we go.
Here we go. Hey, we're back. We got Kevin McNatt, one of the big dogs out here. Tell me a little story you told me earlier, TJ. And somebody came up to you and said, "Hey, you're hanging out with Kevin McNatt."
Yeah, so they're all, we're racing. People are finding out the people that are coming, in a club race. They're finding out who's coming for the big races. They're like, "Man, you're hanging out with Kevin McNatt." I'm like, he's just a kid, right? He's a human being. Like he's a person, just like one of us. And it's like, yeah, but like, he did well at Chili Bowl. And he's a star, man. He's famous. He's the quiet kid that's gonna come up behind you, man. I know it, but now.
Do you got a shoe deal yet?
No, I need
You need a shoe deal,
I need
man.
it with Hey Dude, so Hey Dude, if you're watching this, hit me up.
That's how you get it done.
That's how you get it done. That's
Hey,
right.
just put it out there. Sometimes you need to be a little bit more active on social media, and you got to break the algorithm.
Yeah.
And then sometimes beer lands in your lap.
Right. Well, hey, Kevin might not be aware of this. This year we're going to be up to 100 shows. His show is number 7
Number 7.
in the
That's
algorithm. Yeah, number 7 most watched shows.
That's good.
So I think people thought you were going to give Speed Secrets away. They might have been disappointed. You didn't give any Speed Secrets. Not going to give any today, are you?
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask for 2 of them. I will. I'm gonna call you.
You're
out.
going to ask
I'm
for
gonna,
a friend?
I'm gonna do a lifeline, a phone a friend. I want one speed secret that's on your car that is your probably go-to to tell somebody right off the bat. Like if they said my Prodigy is garbage, I don't know how to drive it. What's the first thing you're gonna tell them?
I don't want to get too crazy with it, but man, a lot of people overlook your bump steer and
Yeah.
your camber gain and stuff like that. That's my go-to. And if your car's not acting right with that, and if that's right, and then it's weight oil and springs and tires. That's my main go-to is bump steer, springs, and shock oil.
All right, here we go.
How about give a little shout out to some of the folks that are on this race car, man. It's beautiful, and it's great how all the colors, everything matches up.
Obviously, I got to thank GFRP, Dustin, 57 Designs, TP3D Designs, One Up Racing, J Concepts, MKS Servotech, Easy Clean, Maxima Racing Oils, JWR, Jordan Web Excavation, Design 88, Motive RC, Sticky Kicks. I mean, we got a lot of people helping us, and they're all good companies.
Yeah, I should have asked you who don't you have on. It would have been a shorter list, I think. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, one conversation we got into on the show, and crazy as that is, it's like 7-8 months ago. You produce shows as well. You know, you're a promoter, and we got into that conversation about like what makes a good show. I mean, this looks like a tight program. You know, everything I watched from last night, practice on Friday night. I mean, Tony's got it going on. He's got the package nice and tight. So, again, from your perspective, a racer who what did you say, 15 hours about get here?
14.
Yeah, like 14, 15 hours to drive. You're going to come this far because you're hoping it's going to be a good show. Now, again, weather, we can't talk weather. Weather's the factor that can hit anything, right? But what makes a good, for both of you, what makes a good, tight show?
Let you go first.
Good tight show. You know, I think transparency when your program. Kevin was very open and upfront and forefront about his format that he's running. It's no secret. You know, he waited to release it, but it's a different format. He was open about it. He understood his own program on how he wanted to run it. Track prep. Understanding your dirt and knowing your track and what it needs. And then I'm not saying Tony won't take advice from the racers, but there may be times that I'm not blowing it. We're not going to water it. This track is going to be an absolute edgy, racy track in 15 minutes. You know, I think those are some key factors that really help, and just knowing your program, knowing how to run a tight program to be efficient and get everything done by a curfew.
Right. And you had talked a little bit, Kevin, on that show about like how many classes, what classes. Maybe if you could cover that again.
Yeah. I think about 10, 11 classes is probably the most. You know, we want to sit through all day long. You know, if you get 12, 13 classes, that's a long day. And nobody wants to sit out there for 14, 15 hours, you know. Obviously, we like big races, the track, the people. You know, you got to have a track that the promoter knows what he's doing and takes care of his racers.
Yep.
Yeah. I find it interesting for this weekend. You know, like it's kind of focused, right? I mean, not a ton of classes, obviously. Not everything.
I think they split it up the right way. You know, you ran your main outlaw classes yesterday. I'm glad they didn't put SC Mod in there. So they're running SC Mod today with the just stock classes. You know, all your spec classes. And that's the divine intervention. You know, I think it's going to give us a really good surface. I think there's rhyme and reason to what Tony's doing. But I think in the end, it's going to be it's hyper-focused. You know, they had asked me to run 13.5 just stock today. I don't run spec classes.
Right.
I know I shouldn't have done it. I knew I should have done it, so I'm not. I'm hyper-focused on my one class because that's exactly what I was here for. Put my best foot forward.
Right. Yeah, I kind of piggybacking on something both of you guys kind of talk about too is like the promoters got to listen to drivers' feedback, but I think you got to stay focused on your program. Like, you know your track, right? I've seen too much where promoters will be like, okay, yeah, a couple guys brought that up, let's vote on it. You're at the race. You can't be voting on it. Like, you've got to have enough confidence in how you run a track that, nope, this is how we're doing it. I'll take some feedback. We'll think about for the future. But for today, this is when we're going to water. This is when we're going to drag. This is when we're going to. Would you agree with that?
You know, it's like a science. He knows what this track needs. He knows this dirt very, 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 very well, and he knows what he likes to run on the track. You know, he knows how to set the rules in place, how to implement them. You know, and that's what's going to drive a good program.
Right. I talked to one promoter one time, and he said, if I get 51% of the people are happy before they leave, that was a good day. Because you're never gonna, right? You're just never gonna satisfy everybody.
80-20 is hard to get.
Yeah, 80-20 is tough. Right. So, all right, man. Well, we want to wish you luck. I don't know how much you need. I think it's everybody else.
I'm going to give them all the bad luck I can give them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'd kind of said in the Facebook Live. Like, so, okay, you guys are good buddies, right? I noticed you. Do you purposely not drive together? I mean, besides that you come from two different areas, but I mean, you know, so you don't have that awkward ride home.
If we can separate our practice on purpose, we will. If they're going to give us a choice, I'm purposely not going to run with Kevin so I can watch his car. That's the team aspect, you know, and he's purposely not going to run with me so he can go watch my car.
For sure, for sure.
That's that ebb and flow that we build within each other. You know, luckily we had the same practice, and he knew. Yeah. I'm not going to drive him dirty. He knows, and there's a lot. We were close. I mean, there's a lot of.
Oh, hey, I grabbed some GoPro footage. I got it. I got the proof. You guys,
it was close, right?
You guys gave each other room, but you raced. You know, you practiced hard, but you gave room.
But that's practice. You know, I'm not racing him. I'm racing the track right now to figure out what I need. You know, and he's doing the same thing. So me driving into somebody is not going to do anything. Him driving into me is not doing anything. But you know, if we were to bump a little bit, you know, my Wild Thing paint would look great on that car.
It needs some purple. Needs some purple on the sides.
Yeah. His new wrap looks pretty tough. Wait till you see that.
Oh man,
that two-tone is primo.
So you think it beats this one?
I don't know.
I do.
Switch to the white this year, and I like it. So but next year's gonna look pretty good too.
Yeah, it's popping.
Hey, I'm gonna call it out. That two-tone's primo.
Yeah.
It's top tier.
Nice. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from this guy.
That's right.
All top stuff. Top guy. Awesome that you took time to. You know, you got a lot of focus. You got a lot on your mind. You got a real shot at this cash. So that you took some time to come over and hang out with us and talk RC cars. This means a lot, buddy. Appreciate you. Absolutely. only is there great racing here, but there's also a great array of food in there. I walked in there, I was like, oh, here we go. So, we have to be fair. We're going to be potentially going to different tracks. So we're going to set the precedent today. We're going to do a little food review. And so what do you got? What do you got here?
I've got the pulled pork nachos, and they are a track favorite when Shane Sanders and his wife are smoking pulled pork. They did 5 huge, enormous butts for this weekend over 2 days, and they'll probably sell out quick today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think they're getting there already, and it's not even midday. All right, dig in, buddy. Let's see.
So
let's see what I think.
Let's get a big old pull.
Nice texture. Nice gooey cheese.
That pork's got great smoky flavor. Cheese is spot on, and that Blue Hog's barbecue sauce is money. This is better than the burger and dogs. Just saying.
All right. So what are you giving it? 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it a 8.2.
All right. What brings it down? What's it missing, or what could it add to it?
I know they have coleslaw in there. I probably could have put some of that on there. Maybe some onions. Some jalapenos.
This is a speed secret. This is the speed secret. You got to eat that.
Get full of that. Give me a review. Get some meat on there. Dig in. Don't be dig in. Yep, get in there.
What I'm loving is that cheese, man. That cheese stays warm.
Scale of 1 to 10 for trackside food. What are you giving it?
Solid 10.
There he goes.
10.
Solid 10. And he eats a lot of track food, I bet.
You need another one, don't you? See? Sold.
He's going for his own. He don't want to share. Just like the podium. He don't want to share that with
I'm
you.
not sharing it. Sorry. That's my time. I'm going in for another because it's good.
It looks fantastic. All
Can I
right.
get a pull on this?
I got to grab one.
Get in there. There you go.
Oh, look at that pork hanging.
It's like when you get the nacho with all the cheese. It's free game. Like you pulled it. Get another one.
Edit. That'll be an edit.
There it is. Yeah, grab that one and the one on top.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, thumb it up. Get it in there. Get it in there. Yeah, that's all you, bud.
Oh boy.
You're going in.
Oh boy.
You're going in. Take it.
This is like it's like the luju.
Here we go.
You have to flop it over. Cheers, buddy.
Me too, Bubba. Thank you.
That was the money muscle.
Don't look like a dirt.
That was it. That's gonna fuel me to a podium, baby.
Thank you for listening to the RC Underground Radio podcast. Please like, share, and tell your fellow racers about the show. Tune in again next week to RC Underground Radio for more RC content.